I'm back from Paris. The bell has rung. It's freezing here in New York City, but let's warm up because it's officially happy hour. U.S. stocks that were mixed on Thursday with the Dow Jones Industrial Average extending losses into a third straight session as investors continue to discuss possible reductions in the Fed's monetary stimulus. But first, after Wednesday's 129.59 point drop, the Dow Jones Industrial Average continuing to fall, with Procter & Gamble leading blue chip losses. Consumer staples and healthcare, they were the hardest hit on the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq, that was the strongest of the three, believe it or not, fluctuating between gains and losses approaching the bell. And for every 3 shares rising, roughly 4 fell over at the New York Stock Exchange today. Let's now take a look to see how the markets have closed out today's busy trading session. Over in the other markets, the U.S. dollar continuing to climb against the other global currencies. Crude futures rising 6 cents to 97.50 a barrel, and gold futures falling $32.30, about 2.6% to $1,224.90 an ounce. Over on the economic front today, the Commerce Department reporting that U.S. retail sales figures rising 0.7% in November versus 0.6% the month before. A separate report had initial jobless claims figures rising 68,000 to 368,000 last week. Meanwhile, on the corporate front, Lululemon Athletica shares continuing to drop despite reporting third quarter earnings that topped estimates as it projected flat same-store sales in the fourth quarter. At the same time, Facebook shares rising after S&P Dow Jones indices said the social networking company would join the Standard & Poor's 500 index next week. Hilton Worldwide Holdings rising sharply in making its return to the public market. The hotelier, which was taken private in 2007 on Wednesday, priced its initial public offering at $20 a share. And Cisco Systems also falling. Cisco's CFO on Thursday cut the Dow Components long-term revenue growth forecast, saying that the company expects revenue growth of between 3% to 6% a year. That's down from 5 to 7% over 3 years. So there it is. I'm back in my home of New York City. That's more than a reason to celebrate happy hour, and I'll see you all tomorrow morning. And trust me, there are some very big things coming very soon for JS3 Multimedia and AskModernWallStreet.com, so get ready and begin to spread the word. For ModernWallStreet.com, I'm James Swinton.